As promised, let's bring in Nick Genty from the Arkansas chapter of the American Red Cross. We've been taking your questions all throughout the afternoon. And Nick, let's first, how'd you come through the storm, you and your workers and your families?
Right, did well. We actually had several of our Red Cross volunteers and staffers. Some of them were impacted by the storms that came through on Friday, and they're doing well now. And right off the bat, I want to say, our hearts and thoughts go out to all those people that were impacted from those storms on Friday.
Now, let's jump into this here. What's the main thing right now, 3 days out from a storm like this, that the Red Cross gets asked to provide at this point?
Right. Well, assistance and sheltering, and that's what our primary focus was. We started Friday as soon as the storms hit, and we had shelters in place within a couple of hours to provide a place for people to go, to get out of the storms, to get out of the weather, to find a place where they can rest and they can kind of gather their thoughts and get their resources. We provided a place for them to sleep, a dry area, food, and took care of those things that they needed right away.
How are resources in terms of how well stocked are you, I guess, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, our one of our models is being prepared, and we were prepared for this. We have our comfort kits, and we have cots, and we have blankets, and we have all those things that we're ready to go out in the field with and distribute to those that are in need. So they're both at the shelter, and currently we have our volunteer staff is in the field right now distributing a lot of cleanup kits, and in those cleanup kits we have everything from mops to rakes to shovels, things like that to help people as they're trying to clear out the debris from their homes.
What's the greatest need right now?
Monetary. It really is. We get a lot of questions about, hey, I've got supply, I've got water, I've got this, I've got that. Those things, we really need those to go to the city of Little Rock. They've got a place at 7000 Murray Street. So we're asking people to take those kind of donations down there. But what we need is the financial help, and that's what we're looking for. There's multiple ways that people could contribute. One of the best ways to do is you can text. You can text Tornado to 90999, automatic $10 donation. You can go to redcross.org and donate there. When people want to help, that's what we need is the financial help. It helps us to go out and get these supplies.
Even at a time like this, cash is king.
Cash is king. That's what we need.
We've had some specific questions about chainsaws and what to do with trees and debris that's on your property. I've seen other organizations offer to send out chainsaws. Can the Red Cross help coordinate that stuff? Or?
No, that's not something that we do. We're more of helping Arkansans in their time of need, and it can be anything from mental needs, medical needs. They've lost medical equipment, or if they've lost their medicines, things like that. Those are the things that we can help with. And even financially, as we've got teams that are in the field right now assessing hundreds of homes, determining how much damage was done to them and what kind of needs they're going to need to help with their recovery.
I know I talked to a FEMA coordinator today, the folks in charge of disability access, and they talked about that's a particular focus, and there's so many people who in times like this you have to suddenly think about. So sure. I know Red Cross is doing that, other government organizations, so we will continue to look to you guys. And again, it's 90999?
90999. You can text Tornado to 90999. It's an automatic $10 donation, and everything helps, And we're also, a lot of people say, well, how can I volunteer? What can I do to help people out? How can I volunteer to help? Redcross.org, you can go there, sign up to volunteer. We need volunteers all year long, and it's not just for these and many things. We have plenty of things for volunteers to do, and even if you can't be out in the field doing things, we've got a lot of things behind the scenes that we need volunteers to help with. The American Red Cross, 90% of our staff is volunteers, and these are people that we've got crews in from Missouri, from St. Louis, from the Kansas City area that have come down here and given up their time just to come down here and help.
Tremendous stuff. Nick Genty, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well.